Alright, so here's the deal. This isn't one of those rants where I scream and shout repetitively while I'm trying to grab a point. I decided to make this a very chill tone rant, and that's only because, yeah, I think I've done enough of that from my previous Storm rant videos. But if you're looking forward to watch my previous rants, I made an official rant playlist, so there you go. Go nuts! Buy a fat burrito and a small chocolate milkshake and enjoy it. Funny to say, when I looked at my old rants, some of my points are still valid. Since nothing has changed whatsoever within the past 8.5 months, there's quite a few things I would like to discuss about, such as the Storm community, before and after, and also a personal update, or maybe better yet, just call it a reminder about my channel and contact, etc. But of course we'll talk about that last, because I know you guys want to talk about the Storm community throughout the era of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Nico Hurricane 4. Now, there's 2 points of views in playing / covering a video game, and that's the player's point of view. And what I mean by player point of view, I mean basically everyone who has the same game and plays it like a bunch of humans we are. And then there's the gaming content creators who plays the game, commentate, edit, upload in the daily or weekly basis saying, "Hey guys, this is Gillsenzu here, and today we're gonna be back playing some rank on Naruto Mixtape 4. Yeah, those. Not the ones that simply uses the PS share button and just uploaded to YouTube and then the title is Naruto Storm 4 464442 2852. No. Now, I'm not saying us gaming content creators are the highly superior ones and is different compared to the others in every aspect, but I would like to say, for those who will take hours and hours just to edit one gaming video and slap it in YouTube's butt on a daily, weekly basis, kinda pretty shows we have a passion on what we're doing besides just playing the game. But when things don't add up in both point of views of the players and the gaming content creator, we as the community, depends on what games we're playing, will go into an insignificant crisis until any actions are taken. And that's where I like to start off with Naruto Storm 4. I love the game, okay? It's supposedly the last Storm game, and it covers basically the entire series of Naruto Shippuden. But due to how much it changed since the developers left their project into the dry desert of nowhere, I began to dislike the game. It's like one of those phrases like, killed or be killed, or you either die a noob or you live long enough to become a noob.
Oh, me?
Naruto Storm 4 is a very different compared to the other Storm games. I can see for once this game has more problems with the mechanics more than the character balancement. Throughout from Storm 2 to Storm Revolution, many problems of the game wasn't just its environment, but mainly on the unbalanced characters, like the infamous PTS Rock Lee, Storm 3 to Storm 4 Mifune, and Storm 2 to 3 range characters, and I can go on so more with which characters was so like not right. Whatever, you guys should get the point on that if you're watching this video. At least in the long run, we did get some characters patched along the years. Not all of them, but some of them. But in the end of the day, you wouldn't call these unbalanced characters as game breakers. We, the community, will still find ways to outbeat the noobs that still try to use the outdated, unstable characters that CyberConnect 2 never bother to fix up or patch or nerf. Like my How to Handle PTS Rock Lee video is a great example to show you that you could still try, have fun playing the game, I guess, and stressing, as long as you learn how to handle them in the proper way. Now that Storm got a brand new fight feature within the past 8 years in Naruto Storm 4, the game overall will be acting like it's on its alpha stage of Storm fucking 2. It's like if you buy a lamp that's meant for 2 light bulbs to be added, but you decided to only use 1 light bulb, okay? 8 years later, you finally decide to take full responsibility on the second light bulb, so now you add it in. However, now the first light bulb have given up. Now you're back to square one. But this time, you lost something that you were taking care of for so many years, and now you're relying on this new light bulb that you are uncomfortable with. Now, like I said about Storm 4 being quietly different than the rest, we are now discovering more new bugs. Bugs that not an ordinary player can simply adapt and learn how to avoid them. It seems that ever since CyberConnect 2 introduced the team switching, they actually would thought there would be absolutely no problem with it, and it wouldn't prevent from anything else that can cause such a massacre after release. They're wrong. Now, what is the best way for CyberConnect 2 to do? Simple. Buy another fucking light bulb, and then you will have 2 fresh light bulbs for your lamp, and there you go. But guess what? They didn't fucking do it. And because of this entire community have been struggling with the course of so many new game breaking glitches and lag to where it burned down to the ground. Fucking sub banks, infinite shurikens, infinite awakenings, invincibilities, awful leader switch hitboxes, servers, invincibility frames, no more counter fail consequence, counter stuns, auto combos. Holy shit, there is so much. Can you even call this a fucking video game? I can't. Look, the reason why I'm talking so much right now isn't because I've noticed this game hasn't gotten a patch yet. Well, that's not the only reason actually. But it's also the fact that this game is getting old to the point that everyone will now know how to do these glitches. Never in my life I would see such a broken anime game that could go this far within no patches. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, J-Star vs Victory, One Piece Burning Blood Duel. Problems and bugs aren't as major than Storm 4 combined. We as the Storm community at least tried so hard to get CyberConnect to our attention, to please, just in their hearts, find in their hearts, to fix the game, do their jobs, basically do their jobs. And this hashtag Fix Storm 4 was hands down the biggest gaming movement when it comes to asking for a patch I've ever seen in my life, which also it encouraged me to participate in too. For those who haven't known yet, I participated and won the day 1 of Naruto Storm 4 tournament at Anime Expo when Bandai Namco was streaming worldwide from Twitch. And as soon as they congratulate me and hand me my prizes, I told the microphone man, "Hey, microphone man over here, yeah, can I say something here before the stream ends?" I told the microphone man to let me say some few words before they close the stream, and I said,
First, we've got one more thing. Hashtag Fix Storm 4.
Hashtag Fix Storm 4.
Now back to Storm content creators. You probably now notice I barely upload any Storm 4 in general now, and it's not the fact that I just want to give up on Storm entirely, but I just want to lay it down until there is some actions are getting taken care of in patches. However, if you're mad that I'm uploading now Xenoverse 2 content more than Storm 4 at the moment, well, that's your fault. I love Dragon Ball Z. I love the series like it's my bitch, just like Naruto. My name is Gillsenzu. Sensu. But enough about me real quick. We'll get to that later. I want to continue on talking about the YouTubers that covered Storm 4 online like I do. Small or big YouTubers. Now, not sure if you've been living up, but there's plenty of Storm YouTubers that are hardly playing the game too, due to how frustrating it could get. My boy, Anime Scientist, Shekos Clouds, Flat Top Senju, PS69 4K, S Punctuation HD, Gaming with Mike and Ike, and much more I could guess if I would know who else the Storm YouTubes. Now, I'm not saying I know their exact reason why they slowed down in the Storm 4 uploads. There could be other reasons too that I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I'm not peeking at their windows every night, watching their every move like, hey, whoa, what are you doing? What's up? But I can say it's not a coincidence when the game / community is literally on fire right now. And speaking what's on fire, no, not mixtape fire, I'm talking about call 911 fire, holy shit. Why don't we talk about the community, alright? Every gaming community have the pieces of shit that would only be amused if they're making you frustrate from their annoying playstyle. That is actually a normal thing, just to throw that in when it comes to community. 99% of all those people are Sasuke and Minato users. We have childs in our community will sit down and find ways to cheat through victory even though primarily the game isn't so hard to adapt. Or the usual childs who will just give you a very rough time to play the game. I'm not gonna go on and tell you how so, because if you stick this long hearing me ramble this much, I don't know how long it's been, like 8 minutes, I assume you know all the new tactics and what you have to been through as you're playing Naruto Storm 4. Anyways, throughout the years of Storm of having these noobs wasn't really such a problem, but now, for the first time I could just say this, it really is, for me, at least. Like they always say, just get around with them, Gillsenzu, which is true. It's totally true. I completely agree with you. But since Storm 4 has been such a clusterfuck town, if you're one of those players like me that don't have to resort on cheating or playing like a tryhard, but the chances are you're in a complete handicap mode when you're fighting against these type of players. You won't just have the tryhard against you. Not only the game-breaking glitches, but now the game itself won't be on your side, such as lag switch or just how trash the servers are in general, etc. Noobs are okay to handle, but if the game itself is completely against me too, we have a fucking problem. It's practically 3v1, and the funniest part is, if you somehow, some way, adapt to the game-breaking glitchers and heavy lag without changing your playstyle, do you want to know what's the other maneuver a noob can do in order to still win in the end of the day? Come on, guess. It's their final resort, and that is quitting. Naruto Storm has the most rage quitters in any fighting game I've ever played in my entire fucking gaming life, okay? There never was no sort of punishment, so all that done is to encourage the players to quit every time when they close to losing, like they never took an L before. I really sit down and just wonder to myself what makes this game series so special when it comes to rage quitting. But doing some research and shit, I still don't know. I still don't know what exactly it can be. But I'll just say this. I believe most of these rage quitters from the Storm players, from the Storm series, are just players who only plays Naruto Storm games. Just because it's one of their favorite animes. So therefore, not only they'll take the series seriously, but they'll also take the game twice as more serious. It's unbelievable, really. I mean, I played about 300 battles of Xenoverse 2, another anime game, the beta, and I only remember one, just only one person who rage quitted on me. Uno. In case if you guys haven't know, I've been making rage quit compilation of Storm 4, and I'm already currently on my 4th video, which is, it makes me just reevaluate everything about the game each time I edit this shit. Storm 4 is so bad with these Naruto only players, I would say. I could confirm that I've got people rage quitting in this game for some reason more than I ever have in any Storm games I ever played from Storm 2, 3, Revolution. Didn't play Gens, sorry. It's that fucking bad. Sometimes I always go on and think about your guys' comments, and here's probably one of my favorite, which is, be honest now, who of us would be playing this game if it wasn't Naruto themed? Okay, so at first when I normally read the comments, I wouldn't really like reply, obviously, because there'll be many of you guys commenting and whatever, like, it's YouTube. At first I was like, yeah, whatever, that's probably true. But then I actually started thinking and thinking and thinking. Then I realized something. I wouldn't. On how the developers been treating their longtime fans, I surely wouldn't support CC2 if it wasn't Naruto themed, okay? If there was a game of Mortal Kombat, Marvel vs. Capcom, or Street Fighter that was Storm themed, sure, I would definitely give it a try. Why the fuck not? Who the fuck wouldn't? But in where the community and development would have been the same like Naruto over the past 8 years or so, fuck no! I think in the end of the day, we could probably agree that if you're a longtime Storm fan like me, then it wasn't the fact that you continue to support Storm because of its mechanics. You supported because it was Naruto, which is what brought so many non-fighting gamers to the series and treating it like dog shit who don't know how to take an L. I'll tell you this, when it comes to losing in a fighting game, it's kind of more different than losing to a shooting game when you have to rely on teams, or probably different when you're playing or a party theme games or RPG games. It's kind of more different because you're actually finding someone who is an exact other person and there's no other teammates or anything etc. to rely on. It's just you and that other player, which now drives me to what made me sick to my stomach about this community, and that is the player who seems to enjoy these glitches that ruined the game and then tell people it's no big deal. Here's when I made this video of one person doing 2 game-breaking glitches towards me. It's one of the most toxic comments I ever earned, and I don't give a fuck who this person is. When I read this shit, I wanted to smack the fuck out of this kid Oblivion and beyond. I think it's great that this so-called glitches are in the game. People have been doing nothing but punching and dashing for years. We all know how to do that. Did we really need a 6th game that plays the exact same? If you're mad you can't just punch and dash, there are plenty of other Naruto games for you to play. Do you see the fucking problem with these retarded players? They are so fucked in the brain that they legit think cheating is a new tactic skill. At first I thought this person was trolling, like, oh okay, this is kind of funny, yeah, I see what you're trying to do here, trolling and shit. But no! He wasn't trolling! I even checked this person's YouTube and I see he makes uploads, those PlayStation share uploads, you know, when it says Naruto Storm 4, 64, 66, 62, 24, 684. And his battles are like any ordinary battles, but he actually posts videos of him doing game-breaking glitches when he's losing so he can get it for the win. This man legit thinks using glitches is the right thing and a new tactic for Naruto Storm 4. He then commented, "You are quite confused. Your whole video is complaining and I plainly said glitching is good. You are the one bitching. Maybe they will baby the game down for you, scrubby attitude, and let you guys punch and dash like it's Revolution or Storm 3. Geez, what about Storm 2 gens then? I guess that was completely different, right? Now, make your goofy little comments. It is okay that your comments are savage, cause what comes out of your controller sure isn't." Stupid comments don't get under my skin. That's the thing when you're becoming a YouTuber, okay? But his comments were so cancer, I actually had to sit down, probably look at the sunset, waterfalls, go to the Niagara Falls, check it out, and reevaluate what is gaming life. I feel like as if I'm being told by a snot-nosed Minecraft 7-year-old fuckboy to play on how to play Naruto Storm 4 a proper way. Then I realized, when I got my senses back, no, that's the Naruto Storm community for you. This game has gotten so broken nasty, somehow CyberConnect 2 managed to brainwash these airheaded Narutards, cheating and playing fair is the opposite. And I'm going to go on ahead and say this. If you're one of those players who can't stand when a YouTuber gets mad when he gets cheated to a video game, please unsubscribe me and never watch none of my gaming videos ever. I don't want you to support my content if you have the same ideals as that person over there. That person over there, yeah, he can suck my Now again, I'm not giving up in general in Naruto Storm games because I know many of you people are Naruto fans and you like it when I'm giving my best. So it seems like I'm stuck, but you know what, I'm okay with it. But as of now, until this road to Boruto or a patch come through, I can't even take this game serious no more. Absolutely not. Ideally, of right now, I just wanted to say to you guys, this isn't a Naruto only channel, alright? I think that's my fault only because I at first started uploading nothing but Naruto Storm since it was the only anime game to rely on at the moment. But thank God there's a Xenoverse 2 and so far I haven't found any big issues upon it. Yet. Remember, this is a channel about anime games entertainment, not anime Naruto entertainment. So I guess if anything I could introduce myself again, maybe in the proper way. Hey, I'm Gillsenzu. I have a passion on making videos for you guys. I like anime of course. My top animes are Bakkei Monogatari series, the Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball series, and of course, Naruto. Check out more on my anime list. I will keep you guys posted in gaming news updates if it has to do with anything shonen anime game related and in case if I am actually interested into it. I don't only just play Naruto Storm games, but I will be playing other games soon, including Xenoverse 2 of course. Oh, and last but not least, I occasionally will make parodies / machinimas for the laughs.
Oh, forget it. Here, don't this ring a bell? Wrong history! Here it is. Please don't tell my mother.
Now my main purpose of making this super long ridiculous video because I realized these previous rants wasn't going anywhere, so I decided to go all out. But not only the game, but the community itself. But now in the end of the day, Storm 4 isn't over yet, I guess? Is it over? Hey, is it over yet? No. Okay, apparently not. It's not over yet. Because we have an expansion pack that has to do with Boruto. Call it Road to Boruto. Yes, it's true. It's always good to have some more new stuff, I'll say. But I'll be perfectly real with you guys right now. I don't care if we get spectate mode back. I don't care if they fill in all 20 something empty slots from the roster. I don't care if they updated all the Konoha 11 movesets and make them older. If we don't get no patch that fix about 80% of this broken ass game, all of this shit will be pointless and CyberConnect 2 will just be digging a bigger hole. Unfortunately, I will still give you guys as much content I could with this, but if I still have to go through shit lag and cheaters in February 2017, all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna be praying every week that CyberConnect 2 doesn't work with the next Naruto game. But I think the best way to conclude this long ass video is, yes, Storm 4 sucked in so many ways, in my opinion. The community went from dense to mentally challengers, but could this road to Boruto redeem Naruto Storm 4 as a whole? I hope this video in the future would be wrong. I hope people in the future can look at this video and say, well, it shows you right, Gillsenzu, it is March 2017 and it ain't Road to Boruto, they fixed everything and the whole game is perfectly fine. I hope so. I hope this video will be completely wrong in the future. But from that previous question I just said, could Road to Boruto redeem Naruto Storm 4? Will it be possible that they could fix all these broken glitches? Will the community be saved? My answer to that question is, as for now, no. Alright, so that was my long, insane, scripted rant. Like the video if you agree towards the shit I had to say, or dislike it, or don't do anything at all. Whichever. I don't care really. I mean, if you actually sat down and watched this whole 15-20 minute video of me rambling about my opinion, well, that's a win for me. If anything, I'll at least do back is read your guys' opinions. So, what are your guys' thoughts and shit?